Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about hitting, and more so hitting off of the tee and approach. So when I'm going into a game, a practice, anything where I have to physically get both my body and then mentally my mind prepared to be a good and productive hitter, there's a few things that I'm always very consistent with. So when I stand in the box, I prefer to stand closer to the back of the box simply because as you get older, pitching gets better. And when pitching gets better, I generally want to give myself a little bit more time to be able to see the ball. That's not to say that when you have a pitcher that's more of a drop ball pitcher or something like that, you can move a little bit wherever you feel comfortable, but more often than not, you can find me in the back of the box. I generally try to teach closer to the back of the box only because as you get older, pitching gets better and you want a little bit more time to be able to recognize pitches and see the ball. It's a total comfort thing though, so wherever you choose to stand is your own decision, and at the end of the day, you're just going to battle against the pitcher. I try to stay as general as I can in the box, and what I mean by that is I don't want to overcommit to one side, one location, or anything of that nature. So although I'm back in the box, more often than not, you're going to see me in a very neutral position in terms of distance from the plate, in terms of closeness, as well as like further away. So from here, I'm going to be in a comfortable position where I can get my body in a good and comfortable state to be able to start back and essentially use my momentum to drive forward. At the end of the day, a lot of power from your swing and from hitting will come from a pitcher producing the speed from her pitch, as well as the speed that you're able to generate while moving forward through the box. So from here, you're gonna see that my foot is in a very comfortable position, but that my weight is on the inner part of that big toe and the inner part of that back leg. So from here, my knee is slightly bent directly over my toe in a very aggressive and athletic position to be able to fire forward through the box. So with that, I tend to stand a slight step open because to me it's just more comfortable. I'm all about teaching comfort and the ability for you to make your swing your own, because I don't think all swings have to be the same to be effective. So the weight in my swing is going to start a little bit more on the back part of my body and then driving forward through the ball. So from here, my hands are also very neutral, nothing too crazy. I'm in a comfortable position here with slight movement to get timing and rhythm going in my favor. So I find something that's comfortable to me, and again, I'm generally pretty neutral here, and I'm going to be very simple but intentful as I move through the box to approach a pitch. So when I'm going to swing very dialed in here, my weight on the back half of my body, my back leg, but the inner part of that back leg here, so I'm comfortable, I'm athletic, and I'm aggressive, right? I'm in a mode that I'm ready to attack forward once I recognize a pitch that I ultimately want to try and hit. So slow motion, it's going to look something like this here. My hands are slightly waving a little bit for that rhythm and that momentum. I'm going to load, and I'm going to ultimately drive through the ball here. In my contact position, you are going to notice that the bat barrel is slightly below my hands, and my hands are in a position directly behind the ball. We're going to call this matching plane of the ball, which ultimately means you're putting your bat barrel in a position to hit a line drive. So whether the pitch is up or down, you're ultimately always going to want to get behind the ball here. And then from there, I go through my extension once I hit the ball, and then my finish and my follow through. The two most important components of a swing are going to be your contact and your extension. So you physically hitting the ball, as well as the momentum and the finish of that contact and that extension position here. So approaching the ball, the most important path for my ball and my pitch is going to be from here to here. And that's going to put me in a position here to get on plane behind, as well as extend through as well as I can forward to get as much power as I can going into the playing field.